it is important that one should be very serious with what one wants to do. Nobody can clap with one hand. To clap, you need two hands. I can provide the money. I provide even the time. You remember, I followed the team to play their match against Nchanga Rangers. We got to Lusaka. We were told by the NFA that the match will be played in Lusaka. We struggled there on the eve of the match to be told that we'll be playing in Nchanga. I had to beg for a flight to hire to charter an F-27, fly us to Ndola at 10:30 at night, hired a bus from Ndola to take us to through Kitwe to Nchanga, only to find that the bus driver was drunk. So I drove the bus myself for 3.5 hours. We were stopped by armed robbers 3 times on the road. I had to bribe our way through into Kitwe. We got to Kitwe at 2:30 in the morning of the day of the match to find that the officials had left for Kitwe. So we had dropped the boys, made sure they rested quickly, drove the same bus back to Kitwe to look for the officials to bring them back at 7 in the morning to officiate. I was prepared to do that. You see, it's not just money. You need to know what problems these boys faced. We took the boys then on their way back had problem connecting in Addis. They were delayed in Addis for 4 days. I had to wire money for them to eat and so on. Only to find that they were being scratched by Group Captain Obapolo, who said because they did not show up in their quarterfinals match against the Maiduguri side, Academy, at their quarterfinals match in Bauchi. I had to fight to get them to be allowed to play that match. They eventually qualified. With all that, when you look at it, it just occurred to me, what happened if these armed robbers, they opened fire on us near Kitwe? If I had been killed, what will I tell my children? And see, there has to be moderation in everything that one does. But if I hadn't been in that bus that day, the bus wouldn't have gone through. They probably would have been waylaid. People would have been severely injured, if not killed. What for? Some of these things we are trying to do, we must try and dose it with some element of realism. Maybe we need to zone some of these things, as I was suggesting, to carve. You see, the cost of transportation too. How much it cost me in foreign exchange. We played Esperance in Tunisia. We had evidence that some of my boys took bribe to concede that match. Only to find that we go to the airport, an Italian flight was cancelled because of strike. I had to pay in foreign exchange in those days, the whole team and the supporters to London to connect back to Lagos in hard currency. So Mr. P.C. Achebe was there. He was one who said I should disband the whole team. Only to find that I could hardly find a good team to play in the finals at Challenge Cup. It was a miracle that we won that Challenge Cup. I dismissed 12 of my players. See, these things was too much for me. And I'm not getting younger. At the time of Abiola Babes, I was in my early 40s. I'm 54 and a half now. See, these are the things that one must bear in mind. It's not just enough to put my name connected with something. I want to see that it is very well done. If the Abiola Babes, then Abiola has to be there. You see, I had to leave in Changa that afternoon. They played the match at 2 o'clock because they didn't want our boys to rest. 2 o'clock in the sun. Our boys managed to draw. Drove straight to Lusaka to take the Zambian airline 11-hour flight into London for an important meeting. So I couldn't see to the boys being evacuated. They were stranded in Addis. See, there's so much hassle in all these things. And when it's only one man. My father told me when the cousin was made 4-man, my father didn't know it is F-O-R-E. He thought it was F-O-U-R. He said, how can a man call himself 4-man? Every man is one man. I mean, don't put on 4-man. I mean, I'm only one man. Abiola Babes has virtually returned. in Concord Football Club, a professional league Division 2 club, they will carry on. Abiola name will not be there. I think the name is already well known. Thank God. You are in Dakar. What other thing could anybody have wanted in his life? Only Nigeria refused to honor me, and I'm sure they will do that one day. But the whole of Africa has done so. What else do I want?